Many women fear giving birth, and who can deny them that? It's often associated with pain and agony, unfamiliar, cold doctor instruments, and hours of multiple strangers involving themselves in your most private space. Sometimes the growing anxiety we observe of mothers waiting childbirth comes from the fear of becoming physically out of control of their own body during labor and birth. There is always the possibility of becoming dazed by drugs meant to alleviate pain, or increasingly losing mental coherence as your contractions intensify. And a lot of women don't wish to bear through labor pains and do choose to use drugs for relief. And although they do help reduce stress, which is good for both mom and baby, they also weaken all physical capabilities, leaving women with little control over their bodily functions, which is a scary situation for anyone. What many women and couples preparing for childbirth are unaware of or uneducated about are alternative methods of birthing other than hospitalized airborne births. So today, I would like to share the positive aspects of water birth for both mom and baby. To start, I will explain what it means to have a water birth and what environment options are available for the method. Once we have an understanding, then I will explain the many benefits of warm water immersion during labor and through delivery. What water birth means is that at least part of labor, delivery, or both take place in a birthing pool, which can be located in a hospital, an alternative birthing clinic, or at home with a doctor, a nurse midwife, or a midwife. I know it's a lot of debatable options, but the only fixed idea in water birth is for a woman to have the sense of security and control in whichever environment she chooses. Some expecting couples choose to utilize a special hospital room that is set up with a birthing pool rather than a hospital bed. As you can see here, this woman has chosen this method and only has her partner and midwife present. Many people who have used this option say they made this choice because while being able to keep their privacy and intimate space separate from the many hands-on shift in the hospital, they also had less anxiety knowing that everything needed to save their life was close by. Others choose to seek out alternative birthing clinics, also known as ABCs, who stress all natural birthing methods, but allow freedom of choice for laboring and delivering environments with the aid of professional doctors and midwives. And for those brave enough to deliver in a pool at home, they say it is the most personal place for them and the easiest for them to relax in, which you should know is more important for the baby's health than for the woman's. The common relation between these choices is the birthing pool. With its stable temperature of 97 degrees and constant jet flow of water, women are able to maintain their core body temperature throughout the entire labor and delivery. Not overheating or getting chilled is crucial for a woman's body to keep her blood flow regulated, which is a major concern because baby and mom are still one and the same. The best part about warm water immersion, though, are the vast number of benefits it has on a body undergoing excruciating pain. And the method has actually been used since ancient times by utilizing hot springs that can be found from all around the world. To name only a few, some benefits of warm water immersion during labor and birth include reduced blood pressure, better oxygenation, energy conservation, accelerated birth, and most importantly, facilitated movement as well as freedom of position. All these can be attributed to the effects of buoyancy on our bodies. When our bodies feel almost weightless in the water, the experience actually has some amazing positive internal effects happening, all along with many that just happen to assist in labor. Needing to support less weight promotes efficient uterine contractions and improved blood circulation, which results in better oxygenation of the uterine muscles, which means more oxygenation for baby. Being buoyant also means having the ability to readjust and move comfortably at will, which opens your pelvis. So for mom, it helps baby descend. And it's also something absolutely necessary to guarantee the maximized relaxation for mom between contractions. Because conserving whatever little energy you have left after 6 or 10 hours of laboring is extremely crucial because the hardest part mentally and physically to push through is delivery. By this point, it's too late to receive any drugs to alleviate pain. But even if it weren't, most women can't stand to leave the comforts of their birthing pools for a dry dose of the actual lower pelvic pressure that they've been avoiding. Plus, as we all know, the longer we sit in water, the more elastic our skin becomes. And so by the time mom gets the urge to push, she has risks reduced to almost zero for perineal trauma, episiotomies, and cesarean sections. The most important aspect of water birth for a baby is the arrival method. Instead of making it halfway into the world gasping for air and screaming because of shock from air exposure, light, and loud noise, a baby is able to make a transition into an environment that is very close in temperature and sensation as the amniotic fluid sac that they developed in for the last 9 months. And they are able to transition there straight into the comfort of mom's arms. And they come out all nice and clean from the trip to the surface. And no, the baby won't drown. Babies actually don't take their first breaths until they hit fresh air, which is why in this picture you can see that the baby's eyes are open. Water birth gives you the option to choose your surrounding environment, your level of privacy and security. This, in the circumstances of minimal medical and drug assistance, reduce anxiety and fear because they keep the woman in control. It is a gentle and low-stress arrival for a baby and an all-natural, healthy birthing option for a mom. It puts the woman in the center, assists her biology's autonomic responses in labor, and gives her the full control of pain alleviation through position choice. Water birth may entail long and high pain endurance, but it is a safe, empowering birthing method for any woman who's seeking an alternative to traditional hospitalized labor and delivery.